Hello and welcome back to the Pen In Podcast. This is episode 3. We're doing one of our special episodes this week. We're not going to be going over the news cycle like we did the past 2 episodes. We're going to be going over this week, Jeffrey and I, which are special guests, our first guest on this podcast, Jeffrey Maxwell. Welcome. We're going to be talking about our experience at GameOn Expo that just happened, and the other half will be talking about fitness because I got 2 fucking fitness bros right here in my chat right now. So let's pass it off to you, Eddie. How you doing? Let's start the intros.
Let's see. I'm doing well. Feeling pretty happy today. I always love the podcast because I can look forward to it. And it's like a good time to like talk to everybody and get things going, try to catch up on the week and stuff like that. Not really too much going on today. I just went to work, and as I say every week, I went to work. Now I'm doing the podcast. So um, yeah, so we're gonna have a nice little episode today. We got Jeffrey here, which I'll pass over to next. How are you doing, man? How are you doing, Jeffrey?
Dude, I'm doing pretty good. Nothing really crazy has been happening this past week. The only thing that really happened was I moved back home from my apartment. So
Nice.
I lived in Tempe, Arizona, and now I'm living in Gold Canyon, Arizona, which is like, geez,
That is
35
far.
minutes.
That
Yeah,
is far
it's
for
like
people who don't know.
freaking 40 minutes away from work. So I've been adjusting to like a new drive. Like I used to when I get to work at 6:30 every single morning, and at my apartment I was able to get up at like 6:15 and then just waltz my way over to work. But now I actually
Right.
gotta like get up early. I gotta
Mm-hmm.
get up at like 5:30 now, and then gotta drive 40 minutes to work. So I've been just adjusting to that, and then pretty much just been working. That's about it. And then the gym, obviously. But yeah.
All right.
Fantastic, man. Well, it sounds
Awesome.
like you're making some big moves, getting the apartment move and such things. So that's exciting.
Yeah.
Happy
That's
for you. I'm
great.
glad you're in a new place and you're enjoying it.
Thank you.
Um, Zach, what are you up to right now?
Well, I've been I took Friday off. So I won't get into it
Ooh,
too quick, but like I went to the expo like for 2 days. So
okay.
but how I'm doing today, I'm feeling fine. Took a nice like hour maybe nap before I got hopped on to get everything set up. So I'm feeling energized right now, but yeah, overall I'm feeling pretty good. Actually, I'm gonna change it from fine to pretty good.
That's good, man. I'm glad you're happy. That's what we want.
That's what I am happy. So there's not much right now. So Eddie, let's get into what you're doing. What are you actively playing?
All right. So week 3, we're still talking about Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. I have officially finished the story, and I have come to my near final conclusion. My final review will come next week, where we have another special episode coming, where we're going to be talking about a very special series to me and Zach, which is the Borderlands series. So we're going to have 2 special episodes talking about the Borderlands series, and I think I will give my kind of final opinion on Wonderlands next week. But I've noticed a lot of really good things and a couple of not so good things with Wonderlands now that I've beaten it. But yeah, so I've been playing through that. Um, the other thing, last night I had a nice little barbecue with all our Colorado area friends. So all the people that you guys hear us talk about from occasion, like Eli and Ishan, and all of our friends that you guys hear their names pop up in our conversations. Had a little barbecue, super fun, good conversations. It's always something I like to do. During the barbecue, though, me and Ishan talked about kind of like what game we're going to start playing next. And now that I finished Wonderlands and I don't have too much to do left with it, I'm kind of just going to try to move into a new game that I can, you know, work on while I'm not at the gym or not doing any training stuff. So I'm going to be jumping back into Monster Hunter World. It's a game that I
Oh,
played. quite a bit for a little while, but never got that far in. So we're gonna go for like a kind of all the way, send it kind of vibe, and
Wait, was
so
that
that should be fun.
the was
Go
that
ahead.
that game that you played with Zach? Was that the game that you were playing? Was it with Ishan
Yeah,
on the
but
Switch?
that's Monster Hunter Rise. Eddie's playing the one on like all platforms, Monster Hunter
Yeah,
World.
Gotcha. Okay,
right.
okay,
It's the previous title, but
okay.
they alternate. So like one will be a Nintendo only release, and then the next one will be like a console, PC, everything. Um,
Got it. Okay.
yeah. So this one I can play because it's on console. I'm pretty excited about that. But yeah, we'll be starting that probably this week. And then last thing would just be I'm still trying to work through this back injury. Me and Jeff are going to talk about that a little bit in the fitness part of this episode. But yeah, just working through it. I'm seeing improvement, so we're doing well. Um, yeah. Zach, what are we doing? What are you playing?
I just literally last night because I was grinding through Persona 4 Golden. It's like I gotta finish it for the podcast. I'm so close, and the the runtime for a full playthrough is about 60 hours, and I hit like 61, I think. This game is fucking amazing. Like everybody should get like it's therapeutic and like its themes and stuff like that. It's awesome. I'm thinking of doing like a little video essay about it, kind of like call it a the pen analysis.
That sounds really cool. I think you should.
Dude, the way the game like establishing bonds with your friends to conquer like the bad parts about yourself that you just don't show anybody, your shadow self, what what you hate, what you don't want to show people, and just conquering that with like your friends and them being there with you. Like I really resonated with that because our friend group, I met Jeffrey, and I've been close to him, I've been close to you guys in Colorado, so I really resonated with this. Like you just build these relationships with people, and those relationships go into the combat system, which is amazing. It's turn based. I know turn based can be boring sometimes, but this actually makes it fun. Like I had fun fighting for my turn in combat, literally. So
Cool, man.
I could definitely go a lot more into it, but I finished that. I literally before I took my nap today, I started playing Doom Eternal, and
Oh,
yeah,
hell yeah, dude. That's a great game. Love
I
it.
literally streamed it for like 16 minutes because I want to use that footage, and dude, I got my ass kicked. Like, it wasn't much. It didn't take long to get back into the rhythm of things, but it's still fucking hard because I'm playing on I think the second hardest difficulty. No, I think the hardest that was available to me because I think the most hard is you have to do that after you beat the game once, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm doing that. Got my ass kicked, rage quit. We'll be going back to that later. I also played a little bit of Live Alive too. I
Right.
haven't finished the Unga Boonga story, so I gotta do that more. But yeah, that's what I've been doing and playing this past week. It was pretty much all Persona this whole week. I was just grinding that because I just love it so much.
Nice.
Jeffrey,
Cool.
we'll move into our guest now. What have you been doing and playing this past week?
Well, like I said, since I had that big move where I literally have not been on Xbox at all this week. So, um, literally the first time I got on to play like any video games or anything was yesterday, and I didn't. I mean, you were on, but I didn't really have anybody else to play with, so I tried GTA for a little bit. As you guys know, I don't really play a whole bunch of like different games. I play like the
Right.
same five.
Yeah.
But
Piece of shit.
I was not in the mood for GTA, so I actually wanted to try something a little bit different. So I know that the Call of Duty World at War campaign has been like, or is known to be like really challenging. So I decided to try that yesterday. It took me like 45 minutes just to beat the first mission, but I did it. So I've been doing that. This morning I was playing my 3DS for a little bit. I
Oh,
was playing some Alpha Sapphire. I'm trying to get to. I'm beating the after game right now, so I want to be able to shiny hunt Deoxys because Deoxys
Damn.
is my favorite legendary. So I've just been doing that. I did a little shiny hunting yesterday and Sword and Shield as well, actually. for Torchic. So just a little bit of Pokemon here and there, but like I said, like this past week I have not been able to even touch my Xbox. So yeah, it's pretty much that.
Cool, man. Well, yeah, no, World at War campaign, that's a fucking lovely experience. Grenade,
That
get
is
down.
Seriously, dude, there's like 5 grenades on me, and I'm like, I can't do anything about it.
Oh man, that is like all I remember. To be fair, I never played it on veteran. I only beaten it on hardened. So the experience I got from that was already a lot. So like I can't even imagine trying to go after a veteran victory, bro. Like that.
Well, dude, when you like click on like the veteran selection or whatever, it says on the bottom, "You will not survive," and I'm like,
Yeah,
okay, that can't be true. Like it has
right.
to be. It's beatable. But like that first mission, it was the first mission, and I'm like barely able to beat it. Dude, it took me an hour almost. I'm like, come on, dude. But I like a good
Crazy.
challenge. I'm gonna keep trying it, and we'll see what
Oh,
happens. I'll just
dude.
casually do it.
Speaking of like a good challenge, like some big YouTuber like Moist Critical had this Halo 2 bet for like $20,000 of whoever can beat the Halo 2 campaign with all the skulls on, literally all the skulls.
Jesus.
And this guy, and somebody actually fucking did it, dude. Somebody actually
Wow.
fucking did it. I was like, Eddie knows because Jeffrey, you played Halo 2, but holy shit, like that,
Yeah.
all the skulls, bro. Like that's
Fucked.
insane. That is insane. I can't believe that guy did it.
It's like as bad. What's the one Halo campaign that as like once you start to go to like the super hard like runs where like you have all the skulls and it's legendary, but like all the enemies are jackal snipers and you just get one shotted like constantly. Is that 3 or is
I
that
don't
2?
know.
I think it's 3.
I think it's 3 because
Yeah. I've heard so many people complain about that before. It's insane. Like you just walk into a new arena and just one shot dead. Like it's insane. So
yeah, that's incredible. But yeah, good job finishing that, Jeffrey. We'll check
yeah.
back, see how you're doing on that.
Yeah, I'll definitely keep trying because it was, I gotta admit, even though it was like really hard, I was having fun with it. So I don't know. I want to expand my game selection, but like literally, I'm looking at Game Pass and nothing looks fun to me.
Yeah. Oh my
So I think
God,
I'm
can you
just
believe
way
that?
too
Can you believe
picky,
this shit,
dude.
Eddie? 200
Like
plus
nothing
games.
looks fun, dude.
200 plus games. Like trash, trash. Every game I recommended him, dude, the cover art just doesn't even look good. Trash.
Hey, I
Oh my god.
tried Fall Guys and that was fun, and then Shredder's Revenge
Okay,
that was
I can
fun
give you
for
that
like
for
20
Shredder's.
minutes.
Oh my God. I
All
can.
right.
All right, let's move on to the GameOn Expo before I get mad at you. So this
Man.
this weekend, this past weekend, if you're listening later, a video game and slash anime convention called the GameOn Expo happened in Phoenix, Arizona, at the Phoenix Convention Center. Now, I went with Jeffrey Saturday, and then I went with my girlfriend's brother and his friend on Friday. Because I wasn't originally planning to do that, but I told my girlfriend's brother about it, and he was like, dude, I'm down. Let's go. Let's do it. I was like, all right, I'll do the $30 ticket for Friday, because I had already taken off Friday because I thought I was gonna go all 3 days, which 2 days was enough, pretty much. So it was at the Phoenix Convention Center. It wasn't at the main convention building. It was at the south one. For people who know, like the main convention center is like 3 stories, but the one we were at was like I think it was 1 story. All right, so Jeffrey, I'll pass this next one on to you. What kinds of people did you see there, buddy?
Dude, there were a lot of a lot of people that were dressed up. I'm trying to see like some of the costumes that I saw some Team Rocket. Saw some
Fun.
like Jesse and James duos there.
Yeah.
What did I see? Saw like Bumblebee. Bumblebee was pretty cool. I'm gonna be honest with you, like half of those people or half like the characters I didn't even really know. I think I saw
Oh.
Optimus Prime, I saw Ash. I saw some like I don't know, there's like a lot of cool like costumes and like designs there. But and then we like me and Zach go to this we go to this game store called One Up Games, so we saw those guys over there. Shout out to One Up Games, they're
Shout out,
awesome.
bro. Love those guys.
Yeah, so we went up to, or we saw them, but there were a lot of cool people there. I mean, everyone was really nice. There were like a lot of people that really really liked Pokemon. Like there was this shop that we went to that this girl was obsessed with Gen 4. So we got a bunch of stuff there, but yeah, the people there were like really nice. You know, I was kind of scared that like people were going to be just like not really social and kind of just like I don't know, not really want to talk, but like everybody was like super friendly. So
That's
it's
nice.
pretty cool.
Yeah,
Did you
speaking
guys
of
see any here?
speaking of
Do you guys see any?
costumes. Oh my gosh, I'm
Oh my
sorry.
God, we're doing
I'm
it.
sorry,
Okay,
Eddie. Go ahead.
it's okay.
You go ahead.
Did you guys see any cool Elden Ring cosplay, like the fucking "Let me solo her" guy with the pot on his head or anything?
No, no, we didn't see
Oh
that there.
damn it!
That would have been epic. There were some epic costumes there, like someone dressed up in like a full out like power armor
Oh
costume
wow,
from Fallout, and I don't I think it's from Fallout 4, but I think it was like I think it was like the Enclave kind of armor as you'd get. It's like brown and stuff. That was cool. And
Oh,
segue into special costumes. I dressed up as Jackie Moon there, and I had lots of people come up to me and ask for pictures. Like, dude, that's my favorite movie. I love Semi Bro. Can I take a picture? It's like,
yeah,
hell yeah,
dude. He
bro.
was like a celebrity there.
I brought my
oh,
basketball too. So like, cause last time I went and I dressed up, like a lot of people wanted to take pictures. I was like, oh, what I don't know what pose I'm gonna do. He does his, the grandma free throw where like
yeah.
dangle it in front of like your legs and just kind of like chuck it up there.
Granny shot.
Yeah, like the granny shot. So I posed a lot. All my poses were with the granny shot, man. So
You
that
know,
was fun.
we also saw Eddie the I don't know if you've ever played NBA Jam. That's what it was called,
Yeah,
right?
NBA Jam.
The announcer in that game was at the convention as well. So like he was
Really?
actually doing like he was like when I don't
Oh
know if
yeah,
we're gonna talk about this later.
we'll go into that. We'll go into that later.
Okay. But yeah,
Yeah,
he was
Okay,
there and that was
that's
pretty
cool
cool.
though.
It was like a famous guy.
yeah. So there's definitely a lot of people dressed up as furries. Lots of people dressed up as like just basic anime characters. Saw lots of Naruto characters. I think Genshin Impact was pretty popular there too. Um, what else did I see? I saw Master Roshi there. Took a couple pictures with people. Because that was fun. We didn't get any pictures from yesterday, Jeffrey, which I totally forgot about.
Oh yeah, dude.
But yeah, we saw lots of interesting people there, and
Who's
That's cool.
who's the little green, not green, orange R2D2 thing from Star
oh,
Wars? I don't
BB-8.
know.
Someone
Yeah, we
brought a
saw
fully
that.
automatronic BB-8 and was like doing like
Wow.
the beeps and rolling around there. I wish I got
How
a picture
cool
with
is that?
that, man.
Yeah, that
Fuck.
was pretty dope. We saw
That's rad.
I saw a Pikachu or two there too, so that was pretty cool.
Yeah, I
Rad.
saw that. And
Female
Yeah.
Luigi.
yeah,
Nice.
lots of people were like, dude, I've never seen a Jackie Moon cosplay. You have the best costume here. And I was like, I boosted my ego. I was like, yes, thank you. Thank you. I had the perfect like body for it too. Like, because Jackie Moon's not doesn't look very athletic, you know. So how I am right now, I look like Jackie Moon, but not that bad.
Hell yeah, dude.
But yeah,
That's funny.
I wore short shorts, so like people literally just saw my package, like all it.
Dude, I saw in your Snapchat story where you spinning the ball on your finger.
Oh yeah,
Oh
Jeffrey
my
posted that.
god.
Oh yeah.
That was funny.
Oh my gosh, he looked
Oh,
cool
man.
too.
Did look cool, and like lots of people were like, what's your what's your like tag for so I can post you, because like lots of people were there like to make videos and stuff. I was like, oh,
Right.
pen and pan for everything. Tag me.
That's sick, dude.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So let's see. Obviously, it was not all video games. There's half of that fucking place is literally anime like art, posters, merchandise. Literally, because anime is now integral with like games, because like Japanese RPGs, you consider like pretty much like you see Dragon Quest, you're like, that's an anime game because it looks like Dragon Ball, obviously. So I guess it's integral, but no, it was not all. It wasn't all video games, but there was the video games that were there. there's nice cool art. They had like just a section of like arcade, like pinball machines and different arcade machines and stuff. And then we'll go into the actual like activities that we did there and stuff, Jeffrey. So there is a whole like third section just for like esports and just playing retro game stuff. So, like there's like a whole ass Tetris championship going on and stuff. Like that was
Yeah, that was
intense.
sick.
There's people were just like zoom, 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 quick, like changing the thing. I was like, oh my god, I cannot think that fast, man. That is insane.
Yeah.
And then there's a whole other arena just for like they were playing Switch Sports. I know they're doing like they had like a whole tournament for that. They had a whole tournament for Super Smash Bros, which that's when you bring out the sweats, man. Those people. But then Jeffrey and I signed up for two tournaments. We only did one. We signed up for an NBA Jam tournament for the NBA Jam for the SNES, and Mario Kart for the Super Nintendo also. Which so we'll talk about the NBA Jam one, dude. I got my ass kicked. Like the first person I played, he played it since he grew up with that game. Like I grew up with the NBA
Wow.
Jam, like it was on the 360, like at the arcade, and like on my phone. So I was like, you know what? I'll give it a chance. I played NBA Jam before. What's the harm in it? My first match, dude. My first match, I lost like 70 points. By 70
God.
points. This guy was insane. Like he knew
Yeah,
all the
dude.
mechanics behind it. I'm pretty sure he won. We didn't stay around because
Yeah.
I did not want to watch it like all the way. Holy fuck, dude!
That guy was insane, bro.
He had
I
a
was
sick
like,
ass
oh my
mustache
gosh.
too.
Yeah.
Oh hell yeah.
Oh man.
Jeffrey, how was the tournament,
see.
man?
So the tournament for me, okay, well, to start off, I've never even heard of this game before. So I literally like 5 minutes as we get into the convention, Zach's like, hey, let's go play some NBA Jam. I'm like, don't even know how to play this. So we're like playing on like the main like stage or whatever. Zach's just working me. I played as the Bucks. Didn't even
That
know
is
how
the
to really
Bucks.
change my team, so it's just the Bucks. I didn't know who any of those players were. I was like, okay, whatever. Zach killed me, so it was like a little practice round. We signed up for the tournament afterwards, so it was like 2 hours later. So we get back. My first match was against. I don't think he was like crazy good, but he was better than me. He wasn't like not a pro or anything like that. He beat me by like 10 points. Like I actually like did fairly well against him. He was just better than me, but I like didn't lose as bad as I thought I would. So I lost that one, but then I did two more matches after that. The second match, and also it was a lose two and you're out, or so double elimination.
Yeah.
Is that how you say? Yeah, double elimination, whatever. So my second match, I went against this. Oh, this guy was terrible, dude. But I was terrible too. So like, it worked out. But I ended up beating him by like 1 point, dude. It was a buzzer beater. I made like the
Damn.
luckiest three ever, and I ended up beating him by 1 point. And like the announcer was like behind us, and he was like, "Oh!" Like he was just, he was. It was a really intense game. My heart was beating fast. So I beat him, and then I had to wait like oh no, not 30. It was probably like 15 minutes to get into my second match, and it was against some like someone who was like my age, who he didn't really know what he was doing either. But we were on like the main stage, and I was still the Bucks. I can't even remember what team he was, but it was another close match, and Zach was watching, and I ended up winning that one.
Oh
So
yeah,
after I won that one,
that was the main stage, right?
yeah, I was the main stage, and it felt pretty cool to actually win on the main stage because there's actually like a bunch of people watching too. I was like, oh my gosh, I was kind of nervous, but I ended up beating him by like a couple points, so I was pretty happy about that. I was actually playing like pretty decent too. My problem with that game was like, I just could not block any shots, kind of like in real life. Like I cannot like they would shoot and I like jump up and I can't get the ball and I'm like hitting the person to take the ball away and it wouldn't go away or like he wouldn't drop the ball. So I'm like, okay, whatever. But then my last match was against, I don't know, a really nice guy. I don't even think he was Zach. I think you played him.
I did, yeah.
Did you?
He's the one who
Yeah.
knocked me out.
Wait, what did he? How badly did he beat you?
It was like 20 points or something, 20, 30 points.
Okay, that's about probably where me and him were like a 20-point difference. But he was a really nice guy, and he was like giving me tips as we were playing. And that's the thing that was nice about this tournament too, was like it wasn't like some kind of like sweat sweat fest where like everyone was just super like try hard. Like every single person I played against, they were just giving me advice and like super friendly. So like that's what I was like really happy about, because like I was about to back out because I've never ever played this game before, and I was like, I saw like the big screen and I was like, oh my gosh, like I don't want to do this. I'm gonna just get absolutely demolished. It's gonna be embarrassing, but I kind of just did it, and it was fun. My last match I did lose by I think it was like 15 points. Like we both, I mean, I played pretty well, I think, but he just played better. But how many people were in there in that tournament? Like 20, 25?
Yeah, I want to say 20.
Something like that. I got
Yeah.
6th.
Dude,
So I
Jeffrey
mean,
placed higher than me,
It's
bro.
pretty good.
Jeffrey
yeah,
placed
like-
higher than me.
for
Yes.
like never ever even hearing about this game and getting 6th, I mean, I'll take it. Like
Yeah,
it
man,
was
that's
really
cool.
fun. But then I
Yeah.
know we had we also signed up for that Mario Kart, and I think me and Zach were just like really hungry, and we didn't really. I mean, we were like looking at like the Mario Kart people too, and they're playing, and they looked really good. I feel like it was kind of
Yeah,
just gonna be a
bro.
waste of time, so we were like, we'll just go and shop around, and we're gonna get food. We ended up not, because it was just way too long of a line, and
Oh yeah. Well, hold
Yeah,
I
on.
didn't
Hold
think it
on.
was really worth it.
Let me
But,
talk about my tournament experience.
Yeah.
Oh my god. So after that's like, there's the first match, right? So as soon as like so like Jeffrey and I got there, right, and we went to go sign up for the thing, right, and the guy was like, dude, go play up on the stage right now, go play up on the stage, nobody's there. I was like, bet right now, bet. So we played up there. I beat Jeffrey. It was fun because I actually had to learn that game too, because I never played it on the Super Nintendo. I had to learn those controls. So then after that, we signed up. We went to go do our thing, and we came back. We had to be there 15 minutes prior. And so when we got there, he was like, dude, go do some practice rounds up there. And I was like, and the mustache guy was up there, the really good mustache guy. So I was like, fucking best. I put my stuff down on the chair. Right, I went up there. I was like, dude, can I get a practice round in with you? He's like, yeah. Right, fucking. So the first quarter, right, I think we were like pretty much neck and neck. First quarter tied, right, and then halftime comes around, and I think he was in the lead by like 5 or 10 points.
Yeah, it wasn't
Right?
that big.
And then third quarter, and then the third quarter kicked in. This guy, what I can assume was that like that first 2 quarters, he was like figuring me out. He's like, how well does he know the game? What can he do? Right? And then something clicked for him, and he was like, all right, this guy doesn't know how to fucking play this game as well as I do. So he destroyed me the second half, bro. He literally destroyed me, and I was like, I really hope I don't go up against that guy. And 10 minutes later, fucking the guys call our matches, and it goes like, pen and pan, you're versing Steve or whatever his name was. I was like,
dude.
Steve. I looked, and I was like, oh, the mustache guy was the only one left. I was like, I even said, I was like, god damn it. I was like, god damn it, dude. I knew I was gonna go against you. He's like, oh, we're gonna go against you too. No, he was really nice. He was quiet, but like he was nice about it. He wasn't like an asshole, but he was super focused. Like, dude, thank God I was not on the main stage. It was just like on one of the little CRT screens that was just like stationed around. I literally destroyed. Like I'm not a person to rage, but I was so close to just rage quitting that.
Damn.
That dude, he like even by the first quarter he was killing me. Like destroyed, 70 points destroyed. Right, I got creamed.
Christ.
I didn't get destroyed. I got humiliated. Like everybody watching us, I was humiliated. I was Jackie Moon, and I got
jeez.
humiliated.
Oh man, dude.
Jeffrey saw, bro. Jeffrey saw the final score. It was not close
Zach.
at all.
I didn't tell you this either. I forgot to tell you. After you freaking got just destroyed by him, the announcer and him were talking, and the announcer went up to like the whatever. I'm just gonna call him Steve. The announcer went up to Steve and was like, "Show no mercy." He's like, I mean, no, not really. I was just playing." And then they were just
Whoa.
laughing, dude. I was standing right there. They didn't know that we were friends, and I was like, oh my gosh, dude. They were talking about it. I was like, holy crap.
Wow.
But hey, at least it wasn't on the big screen. I feel like
Yeah,
that would have been worse.
dude. Yeah, some people got creamed on the big screen, like as worse as I
was
did.
like, oh man,
As worse than I
Jesus.
got creamed, bro. Oh
Yeah.
my
Wow.
god.
Did
they were
did
they were
mustache
talking
guy
about.
end up winning?
Sorry.
I don't know, but he went up against somebody else who was like also really good, and he beat him by like 20
Okay.
points. So I'm assuming Mustache Guy. I'm
Wow.
going off the assumption that Mustache Guy won. But yeah, after I got creamed,
Damn.
it was double eliminations. I wasn't out completely. So my next match was against a um I guess like it was literally the same skill level as me. It was kind of like a noob, but like this guy was like worse somehow. And our game actually ended up going into overtime, and so actually like when we were playing, like the announcer when the actual like announcer from NBA Jam was like NBA Jam, right? He like gave me a pat on the back, like sick costume, dude. I was like, yes,
That's cool, man.
yeah. And so yeah, the actual announcer of the event was like behind us too, like watching because it was overtime, and I ended up winning that by like 10 or more points. He made some mistakes, man, drained some threes. So I ended up winning that one. And so then I moved into next match was with the guy that Jeffrey played that eventually knocked him out and knocked me out. That guy was nice too, and he beat me like 30 or 40 points. Dude, Jeffrey ended up getting better than me at that game. Like,
I wish we played each other at the end. I kind of wanted. I feel like now that we both kind of knew what we were doing, it would have been a really good match. Because the first match that we played, we weren't clicking the right bumper or whatever. We weren't even running. At least
yeah,
I wasn't.
we
I
weren't
don't even think
sprinting,
you were.
man. We were not
Yeah, and
sprinting.
we were pretty newbie. So we gotta see if we can get that. Is that on the Switch at all or no?
I don't know. I don't think it's on that Super Nintendo, because you know how they have the online thing, but
Yeah.
and they remade NBA Jam on the 360. It's backwards compatible, so we can buy it.
Yeah,
But
dude, we
it's
gotta
on
do
the
that because
it's
that
on the
was fun.
360. Yeah, that is fun. I do like NBA Jam, even though I got fucking
Yeah.
creamed. So
Yeah, well, the thing that was nice though was like everybody was super nice, and like I said, like I thought it was gonna be like a really try hard, like just sweaty tournament. And like when I saw you and Steve going up on the big screen, I was just like, I didn't want to do it anymore because you didn't get destroyed like that badly. I mean, you
oh
got
yeah, no,
destroyed, but it was like by like 20. Like it really wasn't that bad.
no,
Like
I
he was
think it
just
was like
barely.
30 or 40. Like at the first time I was
Oh.
playing with him.
Oh, but when I was looking at you guys, I was just like, oh, dude, I can't compete with that. Like, I just don't even want to do this. But then I kind of realized everyone else was in the same boat as us. Like, they weren't that good. So
Right.
that's what made it like really like enjoyable and actually really fun. Like, I
Yeah.
enjoyed every single match I played.
Yeah,
So
and
it was
I
a
didn't
good
even talk
experience.
about the first day I was there. The first day I was there, I entered in a Halo tournament, the Halo 1
Oh yeah.
tournament, and
Oh, lit.
yeah, you know, I was thinking pretty good of myself. You know, I was like, oh, I'm alright
Yeah.
at Halo, man. I wish you were there, Eddie. You could have probably like creamed people there, but fuck,
I think so, man. I got the natural Halo
you do
talent.
have the
I don't know.
natural Halo talent, and like it was a Slayer Pro, so it was supposed to be 4 people, but one of the people didn't come to the booth, so it was literally 3 people, and when 3 people play split screen, the player 1 has the whole top section, and that is what happened. Top player got 25 kills, creamed the both of us, and I didn't get, and it was the top 2 kill people advance, and I got like 10 kills, and the guy next to me got like 13. The guy next to me is kind of raging too. He's like, oh, got double kill again. Oh, just kicking double kill, man. You know, the classic like, rager. Couldn't help but laugh.
That's
I know the guy on the
funny.
left
The
of me who
game
creamed
said
us.
no.
Yeah, he's literally like the game said no. He's like, oh, geez, like a grenade there, you know, like kind of like one of those people. Didn't want to get
What
beat.
Halo was it? Was it 1?
Yeah, it was Halo 1 on a OG
Okay.
Xbox. So like, it
I
That's
was,
actually
cool.
enjoyed that Halo.
it was on the
So
big CRT TVs.
yeah, that's the only Halo I've ever played, dude. It was because my little brother got like the original Xbox when he was like 5, and it came with Halo 1 and 2. It was like a hand-me-down from one of my mom's coworkers over, and she just gave it to us, and it had Halo 1 and 2, and I loved both of those. So
Yeah, and
we gotta
so
play that.
my girlfriend's brother and his friend also did not make it past the first round. So I don't know who won that, but I was just happy to enter it because I liked Halo. I liked entering the tournament thing. It was pretty fun. And so, you know what's actually, before we move on, a quick funny thing when the announcer's calling our names for like the who's going first and stuff, and they called Pen and Pan, and then he saw me like in my Jackie Moon costume, and then like the other guy came in and was like, oh, this guy's a gamer for sure. So I know this guy plays video games a lot. This one Jack Cameron costume. He was cool. Fucking creamed me. 25 kills pretty easily.
What other competitions were there on the first day?
First day there's only 2. There's Halo and I think Pac-Man. There wasn't it was only 2.
Oh wow.
But yeah, there's a lot more on the second day. Can you remember what other ones there were the second day?
There's Mario, there's Smash Bros.
Oh yeah, Smash Bros for the N64 was on there.
Which that would have been fun, dude.
Yeah,
I feel like
I kind of wish
we
we
would have gotten
stayed,
destroyed.
but like we kind of did everything. We were there for what, 3 hours?
No, we were there for like 4.5.
The 4? So we got there like literally at 10.
10,
right?
yeah, and then I think we left at like 2:30ish.
Yeah, no, we left directly at 3. Actually, I remember it was like 3 on the dot. So we were there for 4 hours or something.
Yeah, we were there for a while.
Yeah, Friday I was there from got there at like 3, and we stayed until like 9 o'clock or something. There's a lot to do. We were just I'm pretty sure I played we entered in another tournament there, but I literally cannot remember. Like we got creamed probably. But yeah, so what did we buy, Jeffrey?
What did I buy? I bought, let's see. So there's this really cool shop. I mentioned it before, but there's this girl who was selling like pins.
It's buttons.
And
oh wait, pins, buttons. I don't know.
Yeah, something like that. But they were all Gen 4 Pokemon. It was literally the coolest shop ever, and the girl was really nice. And it was a pretty good deal on the pins, but I think it was like 3 for, what was it, like 3 for 20 or something?
It was
Or 6 for 20?
6 for 20, and we split it.
Yeah. Okay, that's what it was. So yeah, it all Gen 4 Pokemon. I don't know about you guys, but well, I know about you, Zach. I don't know about you, Eddie, but Gen 4 is like my favorite generation for Pokemon. That and Gen 3. And so when I saw like all my favorite Pokemon, I just went all out. So I bought like a Frostlass pin, Gallade, because those 2 are like my absolute favorite Pokemon. Spiritomb, Infernape. Crap, I can't remember the other ones that I got. But got that. I got like a Squirtle shirt, like a Squirtle Squad pink shirt or whatever. It's like Squirtle with like his sunglasses on from when like Ash caught Squirtle.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got like a couple keychains that had like Mew, Dragonite, and then Glaceon, because Glaceon's like my favorite evolution. And then Zach, what else did I? That's it, right?
You bought that shirt. You bought oh geez, I'm trying to remember what you like. While you remember, I'll say what I got. So the first day I was there, I bought because I mean obviously Eddie knows, and now everybody else knows, like I finished Persona, and so Persona 4 Golden is on the PS. They remade it on the PlayStation Vita, but the original Persona 4 came out on the PlayStation 2. So I bought a sealed copy of Persona 4 on the PS2. It was only like $45. And I'm not really a big like sealed person kind of guy, because like I like to play the games that I have, but I'll make an exception for like games I really truly love, you know. So and I bought that. It's actually sealed, like factory sealed. And I checked it. It was pretty cool. I also bought a PS1 game called Vagrant Stories, like an RPG by like Squaresoft, people who made like Chrono Trigger, Final Fantasy, all that kind of stuff. I bought a Kiss encyclopedia for my parents because they love Kiss.
Oh yeah, I always see that in your house, man. I think that's funny.
Yeah, and so the guy that I bought it from, he was like, yeah, no, like all the other big bands have like an encyclopedia and stuff, and I saw Kiss didn't have one, so I decided to do it, and here I am 2 years later. I was like, that's fucking cool, man.
Wow.
I'm buying this. My parents love it. He's like, that's fucking sick. And he's like, do you want me to sign it and make it out to your parents? I was like, absolutely, I would love that. And so he did that. Cool. And so yeah, my parents love that, and my dad's going on a trip. If I can work related trip, so he's gonna be taken out on the plane. So I'll read that. I got my girlfriend a nice, cute little like turquoise hat, like a bucket hat kind of thing. What else did I get from there? I took a picture. I got a cool fucking Evil Dead 2 Ash action figure thingy. It's like still in the box. I fucking love Evil Dead, and so I definitely wanted that. It was from the One Up Games guys. Shout out to them. And because I had credit from that, so I was like, that action figure thing was like $100, but I had like $300 credit for them. So I was like, bet I love Evil Dead. I'm taking this
Jeez.
home with me, man. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You guys ever seen Evil Dead? Get a little off
No.
topic. It's fucking hilarious, but I got that, and then I also got a Dungeons and Dragons little card game called Dungeon Doors. Shout out to them.
Dude.
It's by Dynamic Gorilla for people who are interested. They are Arizona based too, and I actually played with my brother, not my brother, my girlfriend's brother and his friend. Like we bought it from the people who made it, and we're like, dude, you don't go play this right now. And they're like, fuck yeah, let's go play it, and we did. And it's supposed to take like 20 to 40 minutes, and it's absolutely true. Like they did not. I was a door master, like dungeon master, whatever. They did not make it out like both times. Like it's a little bit difficult, man. But
That's cool.
that dude, that was fucking sick. I was like, it's a simplified version of Dungeons and Dragons, which always turned me away because like those the D&D games last for like days, weeks, you know, like they can be a long campaign.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That was fucking cool.
Man.
It's like, dude, Eddie, you come over next time. Remember how we tried
Exactly.
Dungeons and Dragons before
Yep.
I left
Mhm.
and just didn't work out because we had no idea what the fuck we're doing.
Right. Yeah. No, until I started playing D&D with Evan at the end of 2019, I didn't really get it, but my first experience with D&D like fully fledged out, like I think our campaign lasted like 3 months. Like it was wild.
Ooh.
We'd play
Damn.
just like once or twice a week, but still. But
That's
yeah, dude, I would.
insane.
Yeah, next time I show up down there, it'll be a fantastic time. That card game sounds really interesting.
See, I've always wanted to get into those. Like, so many card games I want to get into. Like D&D also sounds really cool, and then like Yu-Gi-Oh, and then what's the other one? There's Magic the Gathering.
Yeah, Magic.
Yes, dude, all those sound super fun, but
Mhm.
it takes forever to learn, dude. And I'm pretty sure like Magic has been around since like the 90s, hasn't it?
Yeah,
I think it's pretty
all
old.
those
Like,
all
it's
those
a
card games. I think Magic's the
Yeah.
oldest one.
Yeah, dude. Like, but they always looked like super interesting. Anyways, off topic, but those are still pretty cool.
Yeah, that was first day buy. Second day buy, I bought a cool Mortal Kombat t-shirt, like a little baseball t-shirt, and it's like long sleeves, like, but the sleeves are different colors, you know what I mean?
That's cool.
Yeah. I bought a little small little poster for my girlfriend that says it's Princess Daisy from Mario with a gun. It says I won't hesitate, bitch.
I
And it's
love
like
that, dude.
That's funny.
It's hilarious.
Did you give it to her?
Yeah, I showed it to her. She's like, this is amazing. I love it. Yeah, I got those Pokemon buttons that Jeffrey was talking about. I got Magmortar, Electivire, and Regigigas. Those are my kind of like three favorite. I was thinking Rhyperior, but I was like, they had Regigigas, and I kind of like that, so I got that. What else did I buy? I didn't buy much the second day, but if it comes back to me, I will bring it back up. But Jeffrey, let's talk about what we almost bought at that convention.
Oh, well, so like the number one thing that I really wanted to try and get my hands on was a legit copy of Pokemon Emerald. Honestly, I wouldn't. I mean, there's a lot of other games like Pokemon games I wouldn't mind getting either. I think like White 2 for the DS was something I was kind of interested in. Everything was super expensive. But what I almost bought, oh man,
I saw
almost
him
caved in, dude.
transfer the money, bro. I
Oh,
saw him
so
transfer the
damn.
money.
I
So
was
close.
looking around, and finally, as we're about to leave, dude, I saw Pokemon Emerald from, I don't even know what shop it was, but it was for $140. And honestly,
Wow.
I think for 140 for Emerald, I mean, that's not the best deal. I feel like you can get way better. But I was thinking, like, this is like the only chance I have to get this. Well, not the only chance, but it's like this is a really good opportunity to get it. But I couldn't go through with it. But as I literally, he gave me the game, the cartridge, had it in my hand, and I was gonna transfer the funds to my account, and then I was gonna pay for it. But right as I was about to give him my debit card, I'm like, you know what? I can't do this. And he's like, oh, you
Oh,
sure, man? I'm
no.
like, I'm good. I had it. I was ready to go. I was like 10 seconds away from getting it, dude. The game was in my hands. It was
Jesus
almost mine.
Christ.
But I couldn't do it because the tax,
Oh my
it was
goodness.
gonna be like 160. And I was just thinking that's close to $200.
Yeah, that's a lot,
And
man.
as badly as I wanted Emerald, I I literally wouldn't even probably play it because I've already played one. I'm playing Alpha Sapphire right now, so I need a break from Gen 3. I have the real Ruby, I think it's real Ruby version, and so I was just like, there's gonna be another time. Like this right now isn't it? And like maybe next year I'll get it. But especially since I already spent probably like 50 or $55 just on like other stuff. I was like, nah, it's not worth it. And by the way, I remember the other thing I got was just a bracelet. It's just like
Oh yeah, sure.
something like that. But
Cool.
yeah. So I was really close, but there's gonna be another time for that. So
There you go.
Yeah. And as for me, there's so many fucking things I could have bought there, but I just thought of like my bank account and like the games I have
oh yeah.
already, man. There's so many things I was like, I could do it. Oh, I just remembered I bought the strategy guide for Pokemon Ruby and Pokemon Sapphire. Yeah, but like there was a bunch of GameCube games I was looking at. I was like, ooh, looking kind of fire though. I don't know if I'll
Dude,
get it. Oh man.
they had a lot of like expensive stuff but cool stuff. Like they had the box version of Sapphire, box version of I think I saw Yellow, Pokemon Yellow for the color, Game Boy Color. They had oh my gosh, what was that game that was like $2,500 or something? Oh, was it Ruby and
Whoa.
Sapphire for the GameCube?
GameCube, and I'm not
Yeah.
sure how
Wow.
that game works, but like, is that like a mainline Pokemon game like on the
Yeah, it's
GameCube?
the same thing. It's literally you could just play it on your GameCube.
So
Wow.
weird.
So yeah,
$2,500.
yeah, 2,500. I was like, dude, that's
They had
insane.
insane like
That's
they had
crazy.
sealed games there. They had boxed games there,
Mhm.
not
Wow.
open and like put in like not crystal, fucking clear like plastic boxes or whatever. Like
Yeah.
GameCube games for some of them were going for $500.
Yeah.
And there's
Whoa.
demo discs, there like demo cartridges of Pokemon games that
Wow.
weren't even the actual game. It was the demo, and they were going for like 300, hundreds of dollars.
They
Jesus
had
Christ.
the like Super Mario Brothers 3 for the Game Boy, which was like my first ever like video game I ever played, which would have been pretty cool, but I like already beat it on the Switch, so it's like there's just no point. But they had that. I wanted Zach so badly to buy Pokemon Fire Red, and dude, I think they had it for 100, and I think that's not a bad deal. 100 for
I
that.
don't want to pay
That's
100 for that. Well, for those of you who don't know, I have a modded 3DS, so I'm like, I could play it there
yeah,
if I truly
That's
wanted to.
yeah, okay, but we still got to play that, by the way. That's gonna be fun. But anyways, yeah, they had Fire Red there, which is pretty cool. White 2, I don't know if Eddie, you've ever played Pokemon White 2, or Black 2 or White 2, but those games are really fun. So
yeah.
I almost got that, but I couldn't do it. I don't know what it is, but like paying that much for like a DS game or a Game Boy game, it I wouldn't have been able to sleep at night if I got that Emerald. I just couldn't.
Yeah. The buyer's remorse, man. It can really
Literally,
get you.
buyer's remorse. Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude.
I've had that so many times. Like, fucking Brandon con me into getting the Crew 2 with him, and then we didn't play.
Oh yeah.
Never played it afterwards. Fucking bum. And then
For us, dude, you remember the Division? Oh God.
at least we got the standard edition, because I was like, dude,
Yeah.
let's get the ultimate edition now. We'll play the DLC and blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Jesus.
how long did we play that for? Like what, 10 hours?
Barely anything. I think we played for like 4 days, and then we just
God, man. Yeah, and then later down the line, that game was on sale for like $4
literally.
one time. I was like, I hate this. And so be careful
Oh,
with your
man.
gaming picks out there. Do your research. Make sure you actually like the game before you buy it.
Yes,
You know,
please.
please do that. See, closing comments on GameOn Expo. I would definitely go again. I definitely dress up as Jackie Moon again, because nobody else does it, and I want to be the only one who does Jackie Moon, baby. That's right.
So the next time you go, if you see another Jackie Moon, are you just gonna switch it up?
No, I'm gonna confront them and be like, the fuck are you?
I was here first.
Are you Mackie? Is
Gladiator
this
duel, bro.
yeah? Is this
Jackie
Mackie
Moon fight
June?
to the death.
Are you Mackie June right now? I'm trying to be like
Okay,
Will Ferrell.
actually, but I have a question. So, because I told my dad that you were dressing up as Jackie Moon, but he brought this up. But what does Jackie Moon have to do with like anime and video games? This might be a really dumb question, but like,
I'm not. It has like the movie in itself. Like they didn't make a game or anything out of it. I just wanted to dress up as fucking Jackie Moon. Like it's
Gotcha.
it's like a dress up kind of event thing, and
Oh,
lots of people know who it was, and we're like, "Yo, Jackie Moon, get a good picture. Oh, you have the best
okay.
costume." Blah, blah, blah. I was like, "Bet, man, I'll come again."
Yeah, so I didn't know if you're
Fair.
like supposed to specifically dress up as like an anime character or anything. I don't know if I could ever dress up as like a character. I don't know. I don't know if I could do it, but
This was one of the strong trainers from like any Pokemon game, like one of those buff
dude,
guys.
you know,
Yeah.
I could have dyed my hair blue and dressed up as James, dude, as from Team Rocket.
That's too simple.
Or a
Lots of people do
galactic
that.
member.
Do a Team
That would-
Galactic member. That would have been sick.
Yeah, we should,
That would
we
have been
should do
fucking
that.
sick as fuck. But yeah, I'm happy with the stuff I bought there, and see some funny moments that the first day I was there, I split with like my girlfriend's brother and his friend because I didn't want them waiting around for me when I was looking around and stuff. So, and I was going to one thing, and it's like this guy came up to me, and I'm pretty sure like I don't know like I want to say what was wrong with him, but like he just seemed off, and pretty much he's like, "Are you Jackie Moon?" I was like, yeah, I'm Jackie Moon from Semi Pro. I was like, that is so cool, dude. I love that movie, right? And then it's like kind of like in that voice, and so then
Yeah.
and then he starts to ask me, he's like, so what grade are you in? I was like, oh, I'm in college. He's like,
I love that.
what grade are you in? Like the same exact question. I was like, yeah, I just graduated from associate's degree. He's like, oh, which college? I was like, South Mountain, right? He just keeps asking these questions, and
Being, like,
I was so hard.
interrogated, dude.
I was trying so hard not to laugh, and then like somehow he's like, "So what high school did you go to?" I was like, "Oh, it's a high school in Colorado," and he's like, "Which high school?" I was like,
Oh my god.
Gosh, dude.
I was like, Eagle Crest, and I was like, "Oh, I think I've heard of Eagle Crest before."
Oh my god. No, he hasn't.
And I was like, "Oh, really, dude? No way. It's cool, right?" And then he's like, and then it moved into. So he's like, so what? You're like 20? I was like, nah, 22. He's like,
That's
oh.
when you just gotta be like, you just gotta go, dude.
I was like, so what's your birthday? I was like, December.
Gosh, dude.
Oh, Jesus. Oh
and-
my
and-
god.
and-
Your
it's
social
like-
security number.
And then he's like, so what day? I was like, the 16th, right?
Oh my god, bro.
And he's like, oh, so you're born 1989. I was like, yep, that's right. And then
I hate you.
and
I
then-
hate you so. 90s baby.
and then he's like, did you know that was a Thursday? And then just walked off.
Oh
What
my
the
god,
fuck?
dude.
Was it actually a Thursday?
I don't know. I'm gonna check right
Dude,
now.
I'm gonna Google it right
December
now.
16th, 1999 day. It was a Thursday. Oh my god.
Oh,
Dude.
that's bad.
Oh,
That's so weird.
I was like, it's probably is a Thursday. Like, oh my god, dude, I can't believe this guy just guessed when
No,
I don't fucking know.
that's
It-
so weird.
It's like that. It's like he's like playing like he's like eliminating the possible possibilities. Like each question he asked me.
Yeah, literally. Jeez, he's like insinuating through complex logic.
Yeah, bro. So yeah, that was a
How
funny thing
weird.
that happened, but oh man. And then the One Up Games guys, I went up to them first Friday, and they're like, Jackie Moon, what's up, baby? I was like, yo, One Up Games. And they took a video of me to post on their Instagram, and I did a couple like, do the legs, dribbles. I was like, yeah, yo. Pretty much, right? And then I bought something for them, and he also took a video of that. He's like, Jackie Moon buying Evil Dead and The Vagrant Story. So I can't wait to see that. That's fucking
That's
cool.
funny.
Yeah. So any closing
Wow.
comments about this? About what you experienced, Jeffrey, at GameOn Expo?
Dude, it was really fun. Like I said, I was kind of nervous going because like I don't know much about like anime and stuff like that. Obviously, like in not a lot of video games I'm really that knowledgeable on, like just certain like Mario, Pokemon, a lot of that stuff. But it was still really cool, you know. That NBA Jam tournament was really cool. Met some pretty nice people there. The One Up Games guys were pretty cool.
Oh yeah, tell them what happened like as soon as you got in.
Oh, dude, as soon as I went in, so like there's like two lines. So me and Zach had like separate because one was like if you had a bag, and then the other one was just if you didn't have a bag. So I just walked in because I didn't have a bag, and it was all good. And then some lady comes up to me, and I'm standing there, and she just randomly comes up to me, and she's like, "Hey, are you game?" And I didn't know.
What?
I thought that was like, I thought that was like some kind of slang for like anime or
Uh-huh.
just video games. I just
Oh.
didn't know. And I look at her straight in the eye, and I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. And she's like, oh, okay, it's okay, it's okay. And then I turn away, and then she looks at me again. She's like, oh, you're not game. That's the other guy over there. And I'm like, wait, what? I
What
had
the
no idea what
fuck?
she was talking about, but Zach
What a weird,
saved me from this awkward combo. But
weird.
apparently someone there was named Game. I don't know.
I
I
don't.
He's
literally
like
thought that was like
he's like
some
a
kind of slang.
he's like an internet celebrity or something.
I still
His
don't
name's
know.
Seriously.
Game.
I still don't
Well, at
know.
Huh.
first I thought she asked if I was gay.
That's the first thing I thought.
Yeah, and then I was
When
like,
you
I don't
said
know.
that, I
And then
was like,
she's like,
what?
but then when she was like, oh, it's okay, it's okay. I was like, oh, I really
Oh.
don't know what that was about, but I was just like, holy crap, dude.
I saw that.
That's
I saw
weird.
That's
that
so
whole
funny.
thing going down in line. I was like, what the hell are they talking about over there?
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude. But overall, yeah, it was fun. I'd definitely go again. Eddie, you should come with us if
that
sooner
would
than
be
later.
really fun.
Is
Yeah.
this a yearly thing?
Yeah, it
Is that?
happens early August.
Okay.
They didn't do it the
Oh, that's
past 2
good.
years because of COVID, but like now everything's
Oh,
starting to come
okay.
back and stuff. Hopefully it'll be around next
Fair.
year.
We gotta bring Daniel. Eddie can come.
Oh yeah, man. All that dress up,
Dito.
man.
Bring
Dude, Dito would love to come.
that.
Yeah,
I'm sure Matt would love to go too, dude. Like, bring just everybody.
yeah.
Be really cool.
Everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. It was cool.
Yeah. So now we segue into the second half of this special episode. We talk about fitness because with me, I have two fitness bros who, one recently found their spark for fitness, and the other one has been just a fucking monster pretty much the whole time. Eddie, I'll
Yes, sir.
let you take it away now. You're the lead.
All right. Well, hello everybody. Welcome to the fitness section. We're just gonna do this because Jeffrey is our special guest, and I see him as a big inspiration in my fitness journey, and he has been a good teacher to me and very inspiring and all that fun stuff. So thank you for being there for me, Jeffrey. I really appreciate
Yeah.
everything you've done.
Got you, man. I mean, it's all you. You're the one killing the weights. I'm just there for the support, man. And I'm glad I'm able to help you. And it's cool, you know, seeing how far you've come, dude. You're looking huge, by the way. So
Thank
like,
you so
you
much.
posted. I think you recently just posted like a physique update, and I was like, holy
Mhm.
crap, dude. And actually, one of my friends was watching too, and he's like, "There's no way, dude. He's not natty." And I'm like, "Oh, he's natty."
That's
So
so
yeah,
crazy, man. I
you're
appreciate
looking
that
good,
so
bro.
much. Yeah, I really appreciate that. Cool. Well, yeah, so I kind of just wanted to start because we've talked about this before, but I kind of want to dive into a little bit deeper about your history with fitness and all
Mhm.
this stuff, and also give our viewers a little bit of insight into it. So I think the first thing I just wanted to ask you is like, how long have you been training, and then like what was your kind of your athletic background before your training? Like how did you get
Yeah.
into this?
So I'm going into my fourth year of strictly like strength, powerlifting, that kind of training. Um, I guess just to start off with like my athletic background, I um I did sports growing up. The main sport I did for like 8 7 8 years was gymnastics. So I feel like that played like a big role in like just kind of how strong I am and just how my body kind of like developed, because doing gymnastics at such a young age really shaped my body and kind of affected how I was going to grow because of all the strength stuff that we did. Um but then I quit gymnastics because right as I got to high school, because it was just way too damn expensive. I don't even remember how much it was, but I remember they told me, my parents told me, and I was like, holy crap, that's a lot. So I ended up in high school doing wrestling and dive. I did wrestling for the first 3 years, and I was all right. my freshman year, I got absolutely killed. I didn't know what the hell I was doing. But then I moved to like a new school, and it was a really good school for wrestling, and so I kind of learned from all my friends over there. Um, and I was really strong too because of gymnastics, so that helped me, and flexible too, so like I could not get pinned at all. Um, but I made varsity my sophomore year for a little bit, and then junior year, but then I got hurt, so I wasn't able to do that. But then I switched to dive because my wrestling coach wanted all varsity to do a second sport. And wrestling's in the winter, so like I pretty much had to do either like a fall sport. And I didn't want to play football because I'm not good at football, and like I think it was cross country and something else I didn't want to do. So I did dive. And it was pretty good because of my gymnastics background. So I was able to do like a bunch of
Yeah,
flips and stuff like that. So that really
yeah.
helped.
I didn't know
But
about your diving. I've never heard of that before.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So I did it my junior and senior year. I made it to state both years. My junior
Wow.
year I ended up getting, I can't remember what I placed my junior year. Wasn't I placed at state? I think I got like 20th out of like 50 or something like that.
That's still awesome though. Like,
Yeah,
wow.
thanks. And then my senior year, I ended up getting like 13th out of 55. And so
That's
I was
amazing,
pissed
dude.
because like if I would have done that my freshman and sophomore year, I think I could have gone to college for it. Like I was
Yeah,
decent. Like I think I
that's
definitely
cool,
had like a
man.
lot of potential. So that's kind of my athletic background. But yeah, like the strength and powerlifting stuff, I started my freshman year of college. So
Okay,
yeah.
gotcha. Yeah, yeah. Oh,
All right, sorry about that, folks. We had a pause real quick because we had some technical difficulties with our guest's mic, but we seem to have figured it out. And so, yeah, sorry, you're gonna notice a jump in the audio there and in the video. Sorry about that. Continue on, gentlemen.
cool. Yeah. So next little question, like, how would you say your training is going right now? Obviously, like you send me a lot of videos.
Mhm.
You're hitting PRs like weekly. Um, your bench is continuously like superhuman. Like, just like how's it going? Like, what's
Um,
the secret?
oh wow, dude. So my training's been going pretty well. I recently had, cause kind of like you, I had a small little back injury back in. It was like right a week or two after you came to
Yeah.
or you left um AZ. So
Okay. And we
I
are going to
was
talk about that in just a second, so we'll save
yeah.
that.
So I pretty much it's been going really good. I follow a pretty good program. I've been on the same program for about like I want to say a year or so. Um so it's been going good. I
What is that
usually
program?
train it's I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't even know what it is. It's I just
Okay.
Googled it and I kind of made my own touches to it. Shoot. I think I sent it to you that one time, but I can't remember what
It's
it is.
okay.
But
It's that same one though. I know what you're
yeah,
talking
so
about
it's
then.
the same
Yeah.
one. That's the first program I've ever been on, and it's been working. It originally was a deadlift program, but I ended up switching it to bench, squat, and deadlift, and I kind of made my own touches to it. Like I do a heavy single after the workout, and just little touches like that. And it's been going pretty well. Training's been going good. The thing that sucked is like I just moved, so I've been going to the gym a little bit later, and so that's been kind of affecting like how long I could stay because of the long drive back home. Because then I have to go to
Mhm.
bed at 10:30. So it's just been trying to adjust with like this long new drive. But I've also been going with my cousin. I go with him like every single day, so that's been really cool. And I have like my gym bros. So I got like a group of guys I usually go with, and we all train together, and it's been going really well. So
It's good, man. Yeah. No, I definitely like what you're kind of talking about with like the community, like having like a group of people to go with. I love that. Like that's something I found with fitness that I had never really found before, and I think like that's such a great thing to have. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
dude.
But yeah. So I guess we'll talk about the injury now. So I talked about this last week. So I have I don't know if I can call this an injury if it's more of a strain. I don't know. I don't like to put labels on it because that makes me think like, oh, I'm hurt. Oh
Mhm.
no, I need to keep that negative mindset kind of away from my progress. So,
Yeah.
um, but to go into more detail, it wasn't a sudden stressor. So like some people they'll be deadlifting or they'll be squatting, and then all of a sudden just like pop, oh my God, something happened in my back or whatever. It wasn't like a sudden occurrence like that. It was more of I think it was an accumulation of stress from my program that I'm on. And I think the thing that kind of tipped over into like the deep end was I was doing some really heavy pause deadlifts, like a 4x2, 4 sets of 2 reps. And after that day, it's something just doesn't, it's not the same. Like it's gotten, for like the first week, it got worse and worse. And then now that I'm pulling into like week 3, I'm seeing like progress of like getting better and everything like that.
Yeah.
So it's mostly just like I've been doing a lot of research on like exactly what the pain is coming from, and I've kind of determined that it's a lower back thing, but it's only when I flex the spine. So it's like when I bend over, which is kind of interesting. Kind of a weird pain. You wouldn't expect it to be that detrimental, but
Yeah.
like it is pretty annoying. So yeah, I'm just kind of interested on like, a little bit more about like how your injury occurred, where it was, how'd you get through it, and kind of stuff.
All right, so yeah, I'm definitely had a few injuries. Oh, like I said, I don't know, or like what you said, I don't know if I'd call them injuries. I know one of them is a pretty big injury, but we'll start off with my back injury. So yeah, I got that like literally 2 weeks or so after you guys left. So when was that? Like March? Something
That
like
was
April? I don't know.
Yeah, no, it's
March 5th.
March.
March
March,
5th
okay.
through 9th, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, well, so that our last deadlift session that we had,
Mhm.
or was it it was either deadlift or squat. One, like the last time we went to the gym together, afterwards my back was just really sore. It definitely was like not 100%, and I think it was just because of how consistently heavy I was lifting. But I
Right.
definitely knew like something was off. But that next week I was like towards the end of my program, and like with my program, when you get to the end, you're lifting like 90%, 95%.
Mhm.
So that 95% along with like a really like hurt, like a back that does not feel good, it does not mix together at all.
Right.
So I had deadlifts the day that I hurt my back, and it was 495 pounds for what was it? I think it was a 3x3. Yeah. 495 for a 3x3. And I did the first set. First set was fine, but something was definitely hurting. Like I knew like I shouldn't be doing this. And my mind, my inner self was telling me like stop. Just
Right.
don't do this anymore. Like you
Mhm.
don't have to. You're going to be fine. Just recover. But my ego was telling me just finish out the workout, be strong, don't be a pussy. So I was like, okay, I'll try and do it. After that second set, dude, I felt something in my back just like pop,
Oh.
like something happened. I don't know what it was.
Ooh.
I could barely like I could barely like sit up straight or stand up straight. I had to like
Christ.
bend over. I left the gym that day. I did not go back for like 3 days. I could barely sleep at night. It was really
Wow.
bad. So I pretty much what I did for like recovery for that was I knew the number one thing that I was not supposed to do was just sit on my ass for 3
Exactly.
weeks.
Okay. I'm
That's
glad you said that. That
yeah.
reinforces what I've been doing. Okay.
Okay.
Good.
Yeah. So like the number one thing that I see people do is when they hurt themselves is they just sit on their ass and they don't do anything expected to magically heal. Now that's not saying not to freaking, take like maybe 2 or 3 days off. That's fine.
Right.
But you need to constantly be moving your back and to try and get your muscles just back to where they were. And when you're doing that, you want to make sure you're not going heavy. So I did a lot of research on my own too. And I was learning like different types of stretches and like massage techniques and just certain like movements that you could do in order to kind of just help yourself and to maintain that movement of the muscle and
Right.
to just actually be doing something. And I didn't deadlift at all. So I didn't deadlift for like I want to say 3-4 weeks. If I did deadlift at all, it was literally like a plate, like just to get moving, just to make sure I'm still used
Yeah.
to the form and practicing the form. I could
Mhm.
barely squat too. So
Right.
wasn't able to do that for a while. Squat wasn't as bad. I was still able to go relatively heavy on squat, which is weird. You'd think that if you hurt your lower back from deadlifts, like squat would be hurting too. But I think a
Yeah.
big reason why I was able to squat is because I was doing high bar at the time, and high bar doesn't really do anything to your lower back like as much as
Right.
low bar does.
Yeah.
So that's why I was able to do that. But like certain stretches I was doing was just like, you know, just reaching for my toes, standing up, and like bending, like doing like a pike stretch. The foam roller was really good. And then like certain like just back like machines, I was just doing that and just constantly just moving.
Mhm.
Ice baths really helped. I did a lot
Okay.
of, I used like icy hot and like just massaging myself, and that really helped. I didn't do anything like crazy, but like the number one
Right.
thing I made sure to do was just to keep moving, because
Right.
again, that was like the biggest mistake I've seen. So
Yeah.
yeah,
No.
that's what I would do if I were you. It seems like you're already doing a lot better from what you
Yeah.
said. So
No.
you're doing it right. So I would just say it's
Yeah.
going to take time, but the number one thing too is just to not push it. And
Yeah.
actually too, Daniel had a pretty bad back injury as
Ooh.
well. His is even worse than mine. Like he
Really?
could barely deadlift a plate. Like it was really bad for him.
Wow.
So he started seeing a chiropractor. And I just told him like the number one thing you gotta do is just keep moving. And he's doing a lot better.
Right.
He's already back on the program, our deadlift
That's
program.
good.
He's deadlifting 400 plus right now, so he's doing
Yeah.
really good. So
That's
that's
good,
where
man. Yeah.
do you want me to talk about my other injury?
Um. Yeah, dude. Like, did you? Well, okay. Let's say, did you? Because I know we have limited time in the
Yeah.
footage. Zach, do you? How much time do we have left?
We have like an hour and 10. We're like an hour and 10 in right now. So we should be
Okay.
good for like another
Okay,
hour.
we got time.
Okay.
Okay.
This one isn't that
Um.
bad, or this one won't take that long. But
Yeah. Go ahead. No.
okay, so this one was an adductor pull. I
Okay.
pulled both of my adductors at the same
Oh
time.
God.
So, and I'm still like still in pain from it. And this is something that I
Really?
really don't know what the heck like to do about it. I'm still
Uh huh.
struggling with it. But I don't even know how I did it, but it happened last year. I couldn't tell you what movement I was doing, what exactly I was doing, but I noticed it was just hurting after I was deadlifting, which is weird because now when I deadlift, it doesn't really bother me, but when I squat, it bothers me. But it's just like
Really?
a throbbing pain. You actually, I was in pain when we squatted together when you were here. It was just
Right.
both of my legs literally like throbbing. I can feel
Hmm.
it in like the entire inside of my legs. And it's
So
weird because I
weird.
had like my strength coach look at it. He said he could not find anything. It didn't feel tight or anything. So I literally have no idea
Strange.
what is wrong. But with that, I literally could not squat heavy at all. So I
Right.
just that's why I didn't hit a new PR for squat for like a year or so.
Right.
I literally could barely do 315 for like a year just because my legs would kill me after every single workout. But recently it started feeling pretty good. So I started doing a new program, or I started my program again for squat for like the first time in like a year. And I was able to actually and I was doing legs twice a week too. I saw a huge like increase in my squat, and so I was feeling good. And then right after I maxed out for squat, all of a sudden started feeling it again. So squat's been rough because I just restarted my program again, and squat's been really rough. So
Hmm.
that's kind of where I'm at with that. I didn't hit legs twice this week. I've taken like 3 days off because my body's just been sore and tired.
Right.
So I needed some time off. But that was my adductor injury. And so like things I was doing with that with recovery is I was doing my friend calls it the sus machine. It's the like
Yeah.
adductor.
The open your
Yeah,
crotch. Yeah.
yeah. But I
Yeah.
don't
Yeah.
even do like reps or sets with that. I literally just stretch on it.
Oh,
And I've
dude,
been
I know.
doing,
It's such a
yeah.
valuable, like that machine is, you don't even have to work it. Just like using like 100 pounds on there and just
Yeah,
like
dude.
letting it force your legs open. So good.
Yes, it's literally the best thing
Yeah.
ever, dude. So I've been doing that. I don't even put 100. I think I do like 50 pounds, and
Right.
it's helped a lot. So I do that like after every workout. But that's how it's been going with that. So I'm hoping my legs are feeling good right now. And also another thing I noticed, it feels good if I don't run. So like if let's say I have
Okay.
leg day and then I run like earlier that day, like at work, I run a lot because I work with
Okay.
kids. But if I'm
Yeah.
like running or something like that, it'll instantly hurt. So I
Ooh,
have no idea what it could be, but I know it's my adductors because that's like the general area it hurts. But yeah, it sucks.
I see. Damn. Okay.
Mhm.
That's so those are your big two, right?
Yeah, the back and the
Okay.
adductors.
Okay. Cool. Well, yeah, I think with mine, I've kind of, like I've kind of adopted the movement philosophy where you got to keep moving. So what I've been
Mhm.
doing is I'll squat and I'll deadlift, but I'll squat just the bar, and then and I do really tight form, really deep super mobile squat, just try to like
Yeah.
do a lot of pauses and control, but like it's such low intensity. What I notice after I finish doing that, I feel so much better, like
Yeah, dude.
because I'm like moving it and it feels so great. And then with deadlifts, I've just been doing just a 10-pound plate on each side and just like 65 pounds, just like
Yeah, dude, and it feels
yeah,
so good when you do, like, that
it
lightweight
does,
and you're
man.
just really, like, getting that
Yeah.
mobility in, and that's, like, the
Mm-hmm.
number one thing too that I've been working on is mobility, and with
Right.
Daniel, I really wanna get him, like, doing more mobility and stuff, like ankle mobility,
Yeah.
because it really helps a lot, especially when you're, like,
Oh, dude,
lifting
it's
heavy.
great.
And one
Yeah.
thing I've noticed, like, with him in a bench is I feel like he can't arch as much.
Oh,
I
we've
don't
talked
know.
about this before. Yeah.
Yeah, and,
Mhm.
I mean, he's finally got, like, the leg drive down.
That's good.
But the arch, I'm still trying to kind of help him. And we did like a back exercise that kind of helped with his arch
Mhm.
last week. And so, I mean, his bench is going up.
That's
It
good.
looks so uncomfortable when he does it because he's like straight,
Right.
just flat bench.
Flat
And
back.
so
Yeah.
that's why I'm trying to help him. And I know he's got like a pretty bad back right now. He's getting better, but I've noticed he's had issues with that. So that's what I'm trying to slowly like work with him on. And by the way, I've been lifting with Daniel for the past 4 years as well. Like he's been with me like every single day, like
Right.
same training as I. And I'm like really proud of where he's gone because Daniel was like super skinny, like
Right.
literally looks like a twig. Love you, Daniel, but he looked like a twig before. But the amount of muscle he's gained and like the strength that he's gotten just from like training, it's insane. And
Great.
that's kind of like I like to say that I've been coaching him because I know I've taught him literally how to lift, and I think it's
Right.
pretty cool, kind of just where he's come from. So that way, I just wanted
Mm-hmm.
to add that because I
Yeah.
know he's kind of been dealing with the same thing that we have as well. But
Right.
yeah,
That's good, man. Cool. Well, um, I've noticed this little trend lately with you is that it seems like you're trying to like kind of create a little bit of a social media presence with your fitness. Because I noticed that you post your lifting on YouTube, like on YouTube Shorts and like on your stories a lot. Do you have any plans with that, like to start a page like I have, or what do you think about that?
dude, I've wanted to so badly. Like doing what you do is so cool, but I don't know how to do like all the
Oh,
like reels and like edit and
mm-hmm.
like I don't know. I just do not have that kind of skill. I kind of
I
just
got you.
I've mainly just been posting just to like show kind of my progress. Like I haven't been like
Uh-huh.
you do a lot of like tutorials and like
Mm-hmm.
like physique updates and stuff. I've kind of just been showing just like new PRs and stuff like that.
Right.
I really do want to do that because I like my brother's wife. She's
Oh,
a
I remember you
like
showed her. Yeah.
yeah, Brittany Lupton. She's like a famous Instagram model, like fitness, all that. And she like what she does is so cool. And I want to do something like that, but like I said, it's really just the editing and stuff like that. Like I don't know how to really do like those cool videos that you do. But like the videos you do are like super awesome, dude. And
I appreciate that
I
very
show a lot
much.
of my friends like your YouTube channel. I've been trying to help you promote it because it's
Yeah.
freaking dope, dude.
Thank you, man. I really thank you about that. Yeah. Cool. Well, yeah, I'd definitely be happy to help if you ever wanted to get into that. Like, the biggest thing that's happened with my, my kind of quick adaptation into like making this like a big part of my life is, my friend Austin. He runs a like a FitPix Instagram,
Yeah.
and he taught me so much about Instagram that I had no idea about. And without that advice, I would be nowhere. So like,
Yeah.
if you're ever looking to start, man, I'd love to help.
Yeah, dude. I would love to do that. Like oh man, yeah, it'd be really cool. So we'll talk about that because I'm definitely interested. I want to do something with it. Like I feel like I
Yeah.
have like a
Oh,
lot of
dude.
potential and stuff when it comes to lifting, but I don't know exactly how to start because we'll talk about this later. But like with like a meet, with like a powerlifting meet, I just
Mhm.
have no idea where to actually start and where to
Yeah.
even like begin like how to compete. And same with like the Instagram stuff. Like I just don't even know where to start. I got to know the right people. So it seems like you kind of know what you're doing when it comes to that. So I'll definitely have to talk to you about that at some point.
Yeah. Yeah. No, for like um, for the competition, that's kind of like a good segue. So, Jeffrey has like, I'll just tell this to the audience. Like, I would say national, if not world level competitor totals. I would say national. I don't know about world because I haven't done much research, but um, Jeffrey's numbers for his 1 rep maxes are like literally like top level, like amazing. Like we did a little bit of research like 2 weeks ago about the federation I compete in is USAPL, and a lot of people shit on the USAPL, but I think it's a decent, well put together organization. It's obviously not as big as like the IPF, but me and Jeffrey both being naturals, like we don't want to compete against people that are just gonna like stomp us into the ground with all their SARMs and shit. So um we were kind of looking at the records and the totals that have been set in the Arizona State USAPL meets. And Jeffrey could easily bench have a state bench press record with just one competition. Like I'm talking like smashing like an 8-year state record that hasn't been broken since 2014. So um, the way I wanted to kind of go into this topic is what Jeffrey said earlier about competing and not really know where to start is our big plan that we've kind of talked about next time I go visit Arizona is we're going to do a little competition together um, with the USAPL. So it'd just be something that we would kind of research, and I just wanted to talk about that with you about competing and everything like that. Like, um, do you do you have any holdups? Do you have any like fears? And we can kind of just like talk about that.
Hmm. See, the reason why I haven't started like or even entered a powerlifting meet is because of coaching. Like I don't have a coach. I don't have anyone to do it with. And
Mhm.
so that's why it'd be cool to be able to do it with you when you come down here because I would
Right.
gladly do it. Because I don't think Daniel really is interested in doing a powerlifting meet. I think he's
Right.
more just wanting to get strong. I don't think he really cares.
Yeah.
But and
Mhm.
honestly, it's kind of the same for me too. Like I'd be down to do a powerlifting meet, but at the same time, I'm fine if I don't do one because at the end of the day, the only competition I really care about is the one with myself. Like I really
I
care about
see.
just beating my own records and stuff. But yeah, I think
Right.
with the amount of potential I have,
Dude, it's
I think
amazing.
it definitely. I think it would. I think I could be competitive. I don't think I could win, but I mean, I think my bench is definitely my best lift. So I think it'd
Absolutely.
be definitely cool
Yes.
to at least see where other people are at and just see
Yeah.
kind of where I would be if I tried it.
Hmm.
Um, but I know a lot of people have like told me like, oh, the reason why you haven't done a powerlifting meet is just because you're not natty. And I'm like, well, I'm
That's silly.
like, that's
Yeah.
the stupidest thing I've ever heard. But like,
Yeah.
no,
Right.
it's literally just because I don't have the resources to. And plus with work, like
Mhm.
ASU has their own powerlifting like club team or whatever that
Right.
I've met a few guys on the team and like they've said I should do it, but I have such a hectic work schedule and school schedule. Like I don't get off work till 6, and I know that the guys at the ASU team they train at like 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, that range. Plus, I think you have to pay to join their team, which I really just I don't want to pay.
Right.
But it's like it sucks because I really do want to do it. Like I think, like I said, I think I'd have a lot of potential doing it.
Yeah.
It's just kind of getting my feet in the water and just kind of figuring out how to do it. And like my roommate used to work at EOS. That's the gym that we go to, and he does powerlifting as well, and he offered to like coach me and stuff like that, but I talked to him for like a week and then I haven't heard anything from him since. So it's like it's just finding those people to be able to do it with. So
Right.
but
Mhm.
I've definitely noticed that like powerlifting in general is like getting super like way more popular than it
Oh, yeah.
used to be. So I'm like
Mhm.
noticing a lot more people are competing and stuff like that. So
Yes.
I don't know, dude, but seeing like I've been seeing so many other people like on Instagram, and I shouldn't compare myself to other people on like Instagram especially when it comes to, like lifting, but dude, I'm seeing like these like 19-year-olds deadlifting 900 plus pounds who weigh like
Exactly.
180 pounds, and I'm just like,
It's
dude,
so
I don't
wild.
understand. Like, if
Yeah.
I'm scared that those kind of people are gonna be at the meet,
Mhm. Yeah.
but it's like at the
So
same time, I just gotta compete. You just gotta do it. So I don't
right.
know.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I think it's a big thing. Like, because when I went into my meet, I knew I was barely a year into training. Um, and I knew I wasn't gonna like do that good, but I knew that I just wanted to do it because, it's an experience. And, a little life philosophy about me is like I just really like to experience as much things as I can because I think for a lot of my life I was a serial no person. Oh, do you want to hang out? Nah, I'm doing no. Or you say no to a lot of opportunities.
Yeah.
And something I've kind of learned about myself is that I'm a lot happier when I say yes more. So
Hmm.
even if I'm afraid of doing something, or um, like I might not want to do it, or whatever that may be, I want to say yes to it, even if I know that I'm not going to be like super amazing at whatever I do.
And I agree with you too, because that's how I felt. Like, this is so stupid, but that's how I felt at the GameOn Expo with the NBA Jam tournament. Like, it's so
Yeah,
stupid. Like, I should have cared what other people would have thought, and
right.
like how poorly I would have done. But like, just doing it and saying yes and agreeing to do it with
Exactly.
Zach, like, it was
Yeah,
actually, I'm glad I did it. So it's like little things like
yeah,
that. Because I agree, I do need to
yeah.
start just coming out of my shell more.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
It's
I
hard, dude.
agree, man. Start with Game Pass,
Hey, Zach.
Shut
asshole.
up! I hate you.
Wanted to get that in
Funny.
there. Keep going.
Yeah. Oh, good sidebar. um, yeah, but yeah. So like I came into it knowing that I wouldn't do that good, but I thought I want to do this, and this will be a thing that
Mhm.
I may never get to do again, and
Yeah.
especially for your case, Jeffrey, like I don't know about being like a world level competitor, but you could easily compete at a very high level at the national level, like. And if being like competitive at a high level isn't your motivation, I think just like it'd be a really fun thing for just us two to do, as a way
Yeah,
to
dude.
keep bonding over this thing that we really love.
Yeah, even if it, because I know you only come like once or twice a year, but like even if we just do it, that like I'm totally fine with that. Like I
Yeah,
think,
that'd be
I think
great.
it's gonna be super cool. And another thing too, I forgot to mention is another reason why I'm so scared to compete too,
uh,
is my squat is ass, dude. It really is. Like, you
he
see
says
people
that, but
who,
it's not.
it really is, dude. Like, if you look at people who are my body weight, I should, and like I remember we were talking about it too. Like, if you see people who are at my body weight, they're you should be squatting like 500 plus pounds, but I'm only squatting like 425, I think. Like, there's people who are way less than me who can squat more. So that's another thing.
Right.
It's like I want to get my squat up before I power or I do a competition as well. It's like if I want to enter, I at least want to I want to put up a good fight. So
Right. That's good,
I've
man.
been,
Yeah.
yeah. So that's another thing too. But
Yeah. No, but like that, I I think that's funny too, because like you compare yourself like, oh, I'm not squatting heavy enough, but there's guys that weigh 100 pounds more than you that can't even bench what you do. you know
dude,
so
I don't know where my bench came from, to be honest. Like,
I can't
I
imagine, man. You
I
have the
think.
well, you have the build for it, first of all. I know that for
Mhm.
sure. Like, good lord.
I think it's just genetics with my short arms because it
Uh,
affects my deadlift. And I didn't send you this video, but I had a good deadlift session not too long ago. But I noticed that something that's really wrong with my body is my arms, dude. Like, I have such short arms, so when I bench, the range of motion is not that big. Like, I
mhm,
don't have to put that much effort into benching. That's why I'm able to do like a lot of weight.
mhm.
But when it comes to deadlift, dude, like I literally have to like bend all the way down just to
Yeah,
grab the bar, and it
exactly.
looks like I'm like just rounding and I'm like hunching over, but I'm not. It's like I just have to literally grab or go all the way down to do it. So that's the thing. By the way, um, my numbers. So just so the audience knows, my numbers
Yeah,
for bench are 435, and then my deadlift is 555, and then my squat
insane,
is 425. So that's kind of where I've
insane.
been at right now. So, I mean, it's not the best. There's definitely people who are way stronger than me at my weight, but I definitely think like it's cool, especially with bench. I never my biggest goal was just to hit 3 plates. Like, I remember when I first started lifting, I was doing like chest 3 days a week. I didn't know how to lift at all when I first started, bro. I didn't think I was even hitting chest 3 days a week. I was doing like push-ups, and then I was doing like flies, and I was doing biceps every day. Didn't even hit legs, didn't even care about legs. So,
Amazing.
but when I was benching, but finally, like when I first started, I couldn't even bench 225, which was like 4 years ago. But then just to see kind of like all like how far I've come with bench, it's definitely
Right.
it's cool. So, anyways, I just wanted
Yeah.
to throw that out at that. That's pretty
No,
cool.
absolutely, dude. Yeah, dude, your numbers are never. I always tell you this every time. Never discredit those numbers. They're like Jesus fucking Christ, like amazing.
Oh,
But
thank you, man. I appreciate it.
it's a level I could dream to achieve at some point. You know what I mean?
Dude, your
So
deadlift is really good. Like it's
yeah,
getting up there. What
I
was it?
got those. I got
365?
the. I got the string bean arms, bro. I got.
Mm-hmm.
I got my wingspan is just so long. My deadlift range of motion is so tiny.
Ah,
But
dude,
yeah,
you got some monkey arms, bro.
man. I got
But
a uh my highest competition deadlift was 365. Squat 275, and then bench I've hit a gym PR, so I'll say that instead. That'd be 190. Um, so that's where I'm at right now, and I'm just kind of waiting for this back thing to go away. However, though, my bench is like skyrocketing right now. Like my program that I'm doing right now, every time I have like a bench workout, I'm easily surpassing the weight and rep count that the
that's
program wants
good.
me to do. So like I'm just like my bench is murdering right now. It's amazing.
Do you think it's just the program, or is it just anything in general that you're doing?
Honestly, I
Anything
do
new?
think it's the program because
Yeah.
my bench was always my weakest lift. First because it was my form wasn't that tight, but my form
Uh-huh.
is like super tight and I'm really happy about that. But
Yeah.
I think now that my bench programming is solid, like I can rate myself based on like how well I'm surpassing like what I'm supposed to be doing. Because I do a lot of percentage based work. So like, like one day I'll be like, okay, 5x3 at 80% or 90,
Hmm.
85%, whatever. But like when I'm benchmarking myself based on that program, it's telling me like you should be able to do 5 sets of 3, but I'm easily able to do like 5 sets of 6 on that weight. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, dude. So you're just easily doing it. Have you ever thought about
yeah,
just
like
maxing out? See, that's what I do too. Is sometimes like for my deadlift, I wasn't even supposed to PR for that 555, but I was just feeling
right,
really good, so I just went for it.
yeah.
Have you ever thought about just trying to PR really quick and then
I
just
really,
adjusting
I
your
have
weight,
right. I
but
have
not
thought about
starting your own
that.
program? Yeah.
Yeah, I have thought about that just because like I feel like I'm cheating myself a little bit by not going as hard as I
Yeah.
possibly could, because if I had a new max number in my head, I really might be able to figure out like, okay, damn, like I can up my program a little bit, like I can change the ratios
Yeah.
from being what it currently is, like, um say I'm doing like 160 for sets of 4 or something, I could be doing like 170 for sets of 4 or something like that. So,
Yeah.
yeah. So, yeah, but that's my bench progress right now. It's going really well. Squat and deadlift, we're on the hold, but we'll be okay. Yeah.
Just keep moving and it'll get
Yep.
better.
Yep.
I mean, just based off what you post, it looks like you're already getting a lot better. So,
Yep.
yeah.
So cool. Well, I think that wraps up our little fitness section. Zach, do you have any comments? And then we'll do our closing comments afterwards, since you
Yes.
were such a lovely listener.
Yes, I
I'm so sorry,
do.
Zach.
Well, no, it's pretty much a you two guys. Well, like what I wanted to talk about was like how I would 'cause I used to be fit, as Eddie knows. I was on the basketball team and
Yes.
stuff like
Yep.
that. And like with HOA problems, that's another thing I don't like. But I can't put a basketball in front of my house anymore. I wasn't
Oh,
able to do that in Colorado. So
You
with that,
can't?
no, I'm not allowed to in this neighborhood. You know what neighborhood I'm talking
that
about?
sucks.
A
Not
certain
you
a
can't put it
certain
on your driveway.
color neighborhood.
A
That's so
certain, yeah,
that's so
the
stupid, dude.
whitest neighborhood of all time. Yeah.
Yeah, dumb. So I'm not able to like go outside and just play basketball whenever I want. Oh man, I don't want to say, I don't want to be like the I woulda, coulda, shoulda kind of guy, but like I had that basketball out there. If I had an accessible like hoop to shoot on, that's not like more than a mile, that was like less than a mile away, I would be in shape. But what my dad did during COVID was like we pretty much have like our own small little like weight room in the garage. Eddie, you've seen it.
Yeah, I have.
And I definitely like it's been such a waste because my dad's been doing it, but like I haven't, and I
Right.
wanna start, but like
Okay.
I'm more of like when it comes to that, like, if I want to do it the right way, or else I don't do it at all. But like I
Right.
understand that mindset is like not great because like as long as you're doing something, it's better than nothing.
That is
And
exactly right.
it is exactly
Yes.
right. So, and I would just want to get like a plan down, a written plan. So like that's why I wanted to come to you and be like, could you write? So I'll pay you. Could you write something for me to like, let's just say a basketball physique, not
Right.
super
Yeah.
muscular, toned, and can actually like run more than 10 damn minutes, because that's my problem right now when I'm playing like basketball like Daniel.
Right.
I just get like I just cannot keep up, and then my defense gets lousy, and then I'm like right, and then it's just
Yeah.
not good, man. So I
Yeah.
just
No, man.
definitely
I mean,
cardio. Keep going.
yeah. I'll tell you right away. Um, I'll just read this. So I made our friend Brandon. I made him a program. I talked about this in the intro last week, and so I'll just read the. I got a little testimonial from him. He texted me out of the blue one day, and he's like, "Hey, bro, I just had to let you know that this has been the first time in a long time I've actually enjoyed going to the gym thanks to your program. I know it's only the first day, but it still is very balanced and well written, and I could focus on what I was actually improving." So, um, just from like what I did for Brandon, like I take a very intense and personalized approach. Obviously, no, I'm not a personal trainer. So, do I have a license? No. But through my time lifting, I feel that I've done more independent research than most people would have at this point. So I'm very confident in my ability to program, and I'm very confident in my knowledge that I have about exercise science and stuff like that, especially with my background in running. Um, so I would be completely happy to write you a program, Zach, and I would love to, because I did it for Brandon and I loved it. So yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll definitely pay you for that. Sorry, Jeffrey, go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, Zach, I'm in the same boat as you. My cardio is crap. I don't think I could probably run like halfway around a track without just getting absolutely gassed, which is so unhealthy.
Oh yeah,
But like
absolutely.
see, I feel like Eddie could probably do a better job at writing a program for what you specifically want to do, because all I know is just strength, strength, strength. But I feel like Eddie kind of knows more about like aesthetics and kind of more of what you're looking for. But um I definitely do agree. Like it's the cardio stuff is like it's freaking tough, dude. I'm like so bad at running and I absolutely hate it. Like I want no part of cardio at all. And like I have my friends who I go to the gym with, they do cardio all the time, and I'm like, after we finish like a whole workout, I'm like, how do you guys do cardio? Like it's just it doesn't feel good at all. But I just want to jump in and say that like it's tough.
Yeah. No, I think cardio's a challenging thing because
Mhm.
it's the barrier to entry is so high. Only if you make it high, though. A lot of people have a big misconception where if you have to start cardio, all right, it's day one. I'm going to do cardio today. I have to run for 30 minutes. A lot of people think that you
Yeah.
don't have to run for 30 minutes. That is a very advanced level of cardio fitness. I think a big thing with cardio as an introductory kind of teaching standpoint is that, like you said earlier, Zach, it's better to do something rather than nothing.
Yeah.
So when you get out there, say you're just like, okay, instead of saying to yourself, I have to run for 30 minutes, just tell yourself, okay, I have to move for 30 minutes, and you're
Mhm.
going to pick as much intensity as you can within that 30 minutes without just absolutely murdering yourself. So like if you can run for 5 of those 30 minutes, run for 5 of those minutes and walk for the rest.
Well,
You know
yeah,
what I mean?
and dude, that's another thing too. Is like, so my mom's doing something where she's like on a weight loss, like she's like changed her entire diet, and she's like starting to work out and stuff. And it's like she absolutely hates like the cardio and like the running and just even going to the gym in general. But like, just give
Right.
yourself credit for even like, for an
Exactly.
example, I think she was supposed to go for like 30 minutes or something to run, and she only went for like 15 minutes and walked.
Mhm.
But her like coach or whatever that she works with said like, give yourself credit, you just went for 15
Exactly.
minutes and you actually did something. So like
Exactly.
just slowly work your way up. And obviously like it's gonna. Oh, shoot, I just kind of lost my train of thought. But I think what is it? It's like it's really easy. It's really hard to actually work out, or you know what? I completely forgot how it goes. But it's like
It's
something like
okay.
it's really hard to actually to stay consistent. But the workout is easy itself, or the workout gets easier itself. But something like that. I can't remember now. I sound like an idiot. But
Kind of get what you're saying.
yeah, I forgot. But yeah, anyways, I'll just give yourself credit for like literally just moving
Yeah.
or something like that. So.
It's exactly right, man. Yeah, a good like a bad coach will tell you, you know, like, okay, you're gonna run for 30 minutes, and then you try and then you fail. The bad coach will tell you, oh, we'll just reduce the total time that you're running to 20 minutes, and then you know what I mean. You're
Yeah.
The most important thing is creating that 30-minute block of movement, because that allows you to work for that consistency, which I think is the most important thing for general fitness, is consistency. But however you can make yourself consistent is the most important thing. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Eddie, here's something I actually want to ask you, and Zach too. I feel like you both could answer this. How is your diet? What do you guys eat? Because like I'll go out and say I eat like shit. Well, I did. I'll get to that.
Okay.
But I
Yeah.
pretty much throughout my entire like lifting career, I've never ever meal prepped or like looked at my calories, I ate whatever I wanted to eat. And it's weird too because I don't gain or lose weight. It's weird. Like my metabolism's weird. Like it doesn't hit me. But like I'll sometimes have freaking cake and ice cream for breakfast and I feel fine. It's like it's so weird, dude. Like I literally eat whatever I want and it just goes right through me. It doesn't affect me at all. Yeah, it affects my cardio obviously, but like I
Right.
feel I'm still able to work out and it helps. But recently I started meal prepping and
Okay.
I've been living off of just straight, at least for lunch, I do chicken rice broccoli every single day.
Right.
So
Yeah.
that's really good and it's helped me. I've
Okay.
noticed and it saves me money too because I also ate out a lot too, especially when I lived in my apartment. I was just spending
Right.
all my money on food. But that's really helped me as well. So I don't know
Yeah.
how is your eating and stuff like that?
Well, um, right now it's a little different just because I'm in a growth phase. So yes, I'm focusing on eating, um, like in a good way. I'm not being as strict as I normally would. Um, the main premise of my diet is whole foods. I think that's one of the best ways that you can, as a beginner at least, into like diet optimization. I think one of the easiest things you can do is just really focus on cutting out processed things. So like, um, I would say like really stick to like whole fruits like bananas, berries, plums, apples, whatever you can, vegetables, corn, broccoli, potato, asparagus,
Yeah, all
anything
that
that you
stuff.
can, you know. Um, and then for meats, you
Steak.
know, yeah, nice. A lot of people put a lot of shit on red meat. Red meat is incredibly high in vitamins. The fat is so good for you.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Fish is really fantastic for you. But yeah, so I think cutting out the processed foods and just replacing it with whole foods. So like rather than like I don't know, like going to eat, you know, like a cookie or something for sugar, I would switch that for like a fruit or something like that.
Yeah.
Just things that have less human processes to make them are going to be better in my
All
opinion.
that natural stuff. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And you don't
Zach.
have to do like really expensive like organic bullshit. But just like if I had to
Mhm.
put my diet into a box right now, I'd say um, ground beef, fish, pork, for my proteins. I get eggs, milk, um, cheese,
Yeah, that's
um,
good.
for dairy, and a little bit of extra protein with the eggs. Good healthy fats. I put spinach in my eggs. For fruits, I would say um, banana, blueberry, strawberries, and grains, I do like a whole wheat bread, uh, regular oats, um, rice, stuff like that.
Dude,
And
rice is the
then
best.
yeah, rice is one of the better carbs because it digests a lot easier.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, so stuff like that. If you need something sweet, I like honey. Honey's a really great natural sugar. It's a lot better than like messing around with like a lot of synthetic like juice and shit like that. So
For
I
sure.
really yeah, I think honey's a good one. But yeah, that's pretty consistent to my diet. Now, the only thing that would change when I'm in this growth phase, like I'm talking about, is I eat out a little bit more than I normally would. Um,
It's hard. It's hard not to.
yeah, it's
Tell
uh,
me
it's
about it.
something that I'm trying to take advantage of just because it has higher calories, and that's going to help me gain weight at the end of the day, and that's kind of what I'm really trying to do at the moment. So yeah, it's like a snapshot of my diet, I would say.
Okay.
Hey, by
Yeah.
the way, how's my audio been? Has it been okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Okay, good.
Yeah,
it's
you're
way
good.
better. There's no more. Yeah,
Yeah, no
Okay, I
more
think I
Mr.
don't know. I
Robotnik.
think it's because my cord was okay. I think my cord was like starting to unplug from my computer, but I've been moving my computer a lot because I'm just moving around, so making sure like the audio still sounds good. Anyway, sorry.
Yeah, no, you're good. Yeah, I've not. I like my diet's really spotty. Like, because with our job, right? 'Cause like we give the kids snack and stuff, and so like
Mhm.
that is part of like a balanced diet, so to speak. And so like I'll eat
Yeah.
that like for snack, more servings than I should, but overall, I'd say it's just not good. I mean, I'll eat the occasional banana or two, but I know it's not all about lifting or just dieting. Like it's a combination of both, and
Mhm.
exactly.
I know I need to put in the work, but I also want to be informed enough to like put in the work. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like
Well,
with this
like
whole
the
podcast stuff, like I want to put in this work to learn like if you're watching the video right now on screen, you can see our Discord little circle icons, and each time we're talking, it glows green. And I saw that in somebody else's, and I wanted to, and so I spent like 20-30 minutes just like researching how to get that in, and I eventually found it. It's like that kind of
Right.
passion I want, but I also need to be well informed as well. So I feel like you two are a good resource that I need to reach out more to learn about.
yeah. Well, I gotta say, I mean, I've really enjoyed being on this podcast. It's actually I was kind of nervous going into it at first, but I'd love to be on here more often, dude, because it's actually
Yeah.
really the thing is like I'm not so I know it's like strictly like gaming and I mean a little fitness here and there, but like I need to just expand my horizon of games, dude, because I feel like I just know nothing about like when I was listening to your first two podcasts, I didn't know half the shit you guys were talking about. I mean, I was just listening to be supportive because I love you both, but like I think I got like a couple of things you guys are saying, but
Right.
it was still, I mean, it's still pretty cool to be on here, and so I definitely want to
Yeah.
be on here more often. If
Oh
you guys
yeah,
ever need me to.
we
But
will.
and like I
Absolutely.
said, going back to what you said, Zach, like it's just doing those little things that like actually make like a huge difference. Because like I just noticed the green thing too when we're talking. It actually makes it a lot nicer. But I'm surprised it took you 30 minutes to figure out how to do that. I feel like that's like an easy fix.
Like it's not even a fix. Like I have to like it was a browse. I have to add. It's a link to a website that, like puts it onto OBS. It connects Discord and OBS. Like I had to like include a browser source. Like
What?
yeah, it's
Really?
back end stuff like OBS. But like going back to yeah, like the podcast stuff, we'll definitely get you back on for when Pokemon Scarlet and Violet comes out. That
Yes.
you
Yes.
like we'll wait like 2-3 maybe a month after the game, because I know you're gonna be binging that, because this guy binged BD Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl when it came out last year so much. Like
Oh, dude.
you have 200 plus hours in just Shining Pearl, don't
Oh,
you?
probably almost. I think I'm nearing 300 hours.
Jesus Christ. Like for
That's not
people that
even.
know,
Yeah.
he has 4 stars on his trainer card, and the 5th star is literally pretty difficult. I struggle to even. I don't think I've completed one Pokédex in any game so far. I've never done
Yeah,
that.
I'm making that kind of my thing now, dude. Like I need to fill up like it's more fun to actually do it when you're on like the Switch and stuff like that. So or like playing on a TV instead of a console. I don't know why. It feels different, but Sword and Shield, dude, I have like 250 hours. But that was also like during COVID. So like me and Daniel did nothing but play Pokemon Sword and Shield and Shiny Hunt and stuff. So that's how we got so many hours on that game. But yeah, dude, I've put so many hours into Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl. It's ridiculous. I've shiny hunted like all
Oh
my
yeah.
favorite Pokemon, filled up the Pokedex. Um, yeah, so I'd definitely love to talk about all the Pokemon stuff. Any Pokemon stuff, you have or you're gonna talk about on the podcast, let me know because definitely be able to come up with some good conversation with that. Give you my opinions.
I'll definitely will get you back on, and like
Yeah, dude.
November, definitely probably around December because you'll have some time with the game. Then
Mhm.
we can discuss. But yeah, we are nearing the end here. Eddie, I'll talk to you about like the basketball thing after we're done here. But yeah, I just wanted to
Absolutely.
get
Yeah.
that out, basketball program. Any closing comments, Jeffrey? Actually, after what you already said.
Um, Nothing much. Just thank you guys for having me on. This is definitely pretty cool. I was really nervous, but definitely I think we're chilling. I'm hoping my audio is good. I feel
Oh, it's
bad it was
much
kind of
better.
spot. Dude, I've been saying that I've been trying to get a new mic for like the past 6 months, and I keep telling Daniel, next paycheck, I'm gonna get it. Next paycheck, but next paycheck, and I never do it. But I think like next paycheck, I'm gonna actually get. I think I'm gonna get a Steel Series. But anyway, after this, I'll have to talk to you both on which one I should get because I have the A40s. I'm using my Turtle Beaches right now, but the A40s they just broke on me. They're they don't last. So,
Tragedy.
but yeah, thanks for having me on. I really appreciate it. It's been fun.
Oh, dude, we love.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for being like our first guest on the podcast, even
Yes.
though it's only episode 3. But
Yeah,
thank you.
yeah, dude. When you guys have like 10 million subscribers on your YouTube channel, and we can look back and be like, oh yeah, Jeffrey was
Oh,
I can look back and say Jeffrey was the first guest.
the
So
first one.
The first, dude, I started this with Eddie because Eddie brought up the idea. Like not to rehash like the first episode, but like I just wanted something to like just to be out there on the internet, like our opinions and
Yeah.
stuff. Because definitely, I have ideas for like videos and stuff about like, for example, Persona, but like that takes a lot of like research, and I gotta write a
Mhm.
script, I gotta video edits, stuff like that, and I definitely want to put in that work. But
Yeah.
like this podcast, it just gives me a reason to just talk, ramble.
Well, and here's the thing too that I've noticed with Eddie's Instagram too is like you guys do it for a passion. Like you guys
Oh
just
yeah.
enjoy doing what you're doing. And there's so many people that will try and do YouTube and think, "Oh, I'm just going to do this and my YouTube channel's not growing. I've been trying to do so much and people want to do it just for the money and they have no passion when they're actually doing it. They're just doing it to hopefully they'll become famous. But like all the YouTubers that we all know and like love, like all of them they just do this because they're passionate for it and they just casually it was just like a casual thing for them and then they got big. So like I don't know, I think eventually you guys are gonna freaking grow to be huge because you know
Oh
so
man,
you guys are really into it and you guys really like doing what you're doing and if you just continue to stay consistent with it I think it could go somewhere.
Thank you. Yeah,
thank you,
it means a lot.
absolutely. Eddie, closing comments.
Um, you know, I don't think so. You know where to find me. Instagram at Eddie Lee Lifts. EDDIELEELIFTS. Um, Check me out for daily fitness content, not on the weekends, but Monday through Friday, daily fitness content, exercise tutorials, little entertaining TikTok style videos. I have a TikTok as well, the same at. So check that out if you prefer to view on TikTok. But yeah, that's me, and I don't think I have any other comments, Zach.
Yeah, where can we find you, Jeffrey? Where can our audience find you, man?
You can find me on Instagram at Jeffrey Jeffrey Maxwell Maxwell and then an extra L. So Jeffrey Maxwell with 3 L's. So
What about
that's
your YouTube?
you know what? Also I was just gonna say my YouTube channel it's just Jeffrey Maxwell. So you can follow me there. I post all of my lifting videos on there. That's also kind of just like my passion thing. So, just like to post my progress, and yeah, it's actually doing pretty good too. So
That's awesome,
that's where you
man.
can find me.
Yeah, that's where you can find you, and you know where you can find me, Pen and Pan anywhere. If it's Twitch, put the underscores in between the words, but Pen and Pan, YouTube spaced, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. It's all one Pen and Pant. So yeah, this concludes our third episode. Thank you again, Jeffrey, for being our guest, and
No
take care
problem.
of yourself. Hope you guys enjoyed our little fitness and expo talk, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Later.